welcome to Francis Travel. So today we are going to New York.
And if you want to visit New York in 2 days, it is possible.
Yeah, of course, you are going to see all the famous monuments, but also good places to eat. Hello, so welcome to Francis Travel. I'm Clemence.
And I am Emma.
So let's go for the D1. In the morning, you can begin with the Statue of Liberty, of course. It opened at 9:30, and you have to go to Battery Park, so all the way down of Manhattan, and there you will take the boat.
So you will arrive to the first island, which is Liberty Island. So you can find there the Statue of Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty was a gift from the French people to celebrate the friendship between the USA and France, but also it's a symbol of peace. So it was built in 1886. So when you are at the Liberty Island, you can walk around the Statue of Liberty, but also you can go up to the crown. We didn't do it because it's more expensive, but of course you can try.
And then after you took all your pictures there with the Statue of Liberty, you can get to the other island on a boat, which is called the Ellis Island.
And it's also an interesting island because it was the first stop for the immigrant who wanted to go to the USA, and so you have the Immigration Museum, which is quite interesting.
So you will stay there at least 5 hours.
So after that, I think it's time to have your lunch.
So you can have lunch in Shake and Shack. So you will see there are unbelievable burgers there, like the best burgers in New York.
You can either have some hot dogs or falafel just in the Battery Park, or you walk 11 minutes on Broadway and you arrive to Shake and Shack.
Yes, and do you remember, I had 2 burgers there. I don't know what happened, but I ordered 2 burgers, which I ate it all because it was so good.
And Shake and Shack is just next to the next place. It's Ground Zero, so it's quite useful. And so you just walk 10 minutes on Day Street and you arrive to the 9/11 monument.
So you arrive to the World Trade Center Memorial. So it is to honor those who were killed in 2001 and 1993 attack. So you have 2 ponds there, and those 2 ponds were where the Twin Towers were. So you can see that on the ponds there are about 3,000 names written.
And it's so calm. You have the water and the names, and really it's peaceful there.
Yes, and of course this memorial is free to go, so you can go there. And after you did that, you can go to the museum, which is not free, but it is to honor also these attacks.
Yeah, so it's quite a symbol, and the visit of the museum will last about 2 hours.
Next, you can go somewhere we loved it.
Yes! So you need to take the bus, so you take it at Greenwich Street and then you go out at E. Houston Street, and it's the M9, but you arrive at an amazing place.
Yes, it is called the New Territories.
So there you can have waffles, ice creams, milkshake, but really so cool.
Just talking about it, I want to go.
So you can have your snack there in the middle of the afternoon.
Next, you can go to M&M's World, which is 20 minutes by subway.
It's a line F, and you need to go in at the 2nd Avenue, and you go out at the 47th Rockefeller Center, and you arrive. It's a paradise for crazy people as we are.
And you got quite fun activities there. I remember we did fun things there.
Also, if you're not really M&M's but more Ashley, you also have the Ashley's Chocolate World, which is cool too. I mean, it's chocolate again, but chocolate is so good.
I'm so hungry.
So you will be just near Times Square, so it will be a good time to just have a look there and also reserve your show, because you are going to see on the square you have lots of people just turning around and looking for you in order to sell you tickets for shows.
So to have an idea of the price, it really depends on what kind of show you want to go. So it can go to $30 till about $200, so it really depends.
So I think you will be hungry, and let's go to Emma's favorite restaurant.
Okay, it is Olive Garden. I just love that restaurant. It is not really American because it's Italian, but I mean, you should really go there.
It's right on Times Square. I mean, you only see that, so...
Exciting to go to Olive Garden.
It's so good.
Yes, over there.
So if you want to eat to Olive Garden, it is about $11 till $30 for one person. And then when you have finished to eat, you can go off to your show.
So let's go for the D2.
Next, you can go to Central Park. So Central Park is an urban park in Manhattan. So it is located between the Upper West Side and the Upper East Side. And you must know that Central Park is the most visited park in the United States.
You also have, I don't know, like a forest between buildings, and I mean, New York is so modern, it's so weird to find nature inside Manhattan.
And also in that park, you've got activities in there. So for example, you've got the Loeb Boathouse. So there you can rent boats for an hour. It is $15 to rent a boat. So on the boat, you could have like 4 people on it. Also, you have got a deposit of $20.
I remember we tried it, and you have a small bridge and you can go just under with your boat. It's quite nice. The bridge is called Bow Bridge. Just after that, you can walk in the park and you have several things to see. For example, you have the Bethesda Fountain, which is quite nice, and also the Threefold Arch.
So the people who knows Gossip Girl will actually know that this is like a cult there, so you have to go there if you're like an addict of Gossip Girl.
And after that, you also have the Strawberry Fields in Central Park. So it's a memorial in the memory of John Lennon, which was part of the Beatles, and he was murdered just near where this memorial is. So it's quite famous, and it's called like that because it's a famous song from the Beatles.
Then you can walk about 20 minutes by foot from the Central Park to the Columbus Circle, and you will see there's like big buildings, and also you have loads of restaurants such as Wendy's, Starbucks, loads of them. And you can eat there, so you could like take an order and go and eat in Central Park, so take away.
Yeah, so you can have your lunch. You just have to walk 30 minutes and you arrive to the Fifth Avenue, the famous one.
That street, you can see so many things.
So to begin with, you can see the Trump Tower. It's a huge tower, a golden tower, and it's owned by Trump. And at the last floor, you have the penthouse, so it's where Trump used to live before going to the White House, of course. It's 202 meters tall or 664 foot tall.
You must know that Trump doesn't own just one Trump Tower in the United States. He got like a few. Well, in New York and also in the United States. So he's got like in Chicago, in Florida.
So you just go down the Fifth Avenue to the next famous building, which is called the Rockefeller Center. It's just 8 minutes by foot.
In the Rockefeller Center, you got loads of things to do there, especially in winter, because you got the ice skating rink, and it is also famous for its annual lighting in the Rockefeller Center for the Christmas tree. And you'll also have the Radio City Music Hall. Actually, you have a Lego store there too, so you should go there. And it is famous for the top of the rock, which you can see the Empire State Building to the top, and also at the other end of the top you can see the magnificent view of Central Park. But it's quite sad because you won't have time to go there, but you can do something else that we will talk later.
You keep going down in the Fifth Avenue and you'll see fancy shops everywhere in the street. So you just keep going and you just walk 10 minutes and you arrive to the Bryant Park. So when you arrive to the Bryant Park, you'll see on the left the Chrysler Building, which is quite cool because it looks like a crystal with a thin part on the top.
Just next to it, you have got the Empire State Building. However, there will be a lot of queue there, so what we suggest you is to go there and reserve and then come back.
While you are waiting, you can go to the Flatiron Building. You just have to walk 11 minutes and you will see this weird building because it's so thin. And right next to it, you have at the Madison Park. And in this park, you have a lovely fountains and also you have some LEDs in the trees. We did so many pictures there.
Yeah, it was so cute actually. We went there in the day, but at night it must be so special. Okay, next, what you can do, it's my favorite place ever. You can go to Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme are donuts, like American donuts. So good. It's underground the Pennsylvania station and you have to go there because the donuts are so good.
Emma's crazy about donuts, so you can take your donuts and you can eat it on the Pennsylvania station stairs. After that, you can go to the Empire State Building in order to see an amazing view too. So we picked this one rather than the top of the rock because I don't know, I mean it's more famous to go up in the Empire State Building Observatory. The visit lasts about 2 hours and you also have a museum downstairs. It's called the Visitor Center and I think it will be the golden hour, so take all the pictures that you want. The Empire State Building is 381 meters tall or 1,250 foot tall, so impressive to be at the top, really.
I think that's the end for those two incredible days.
Yeah, let's go for the tips.
So for the first tip, you could go online and you will see there's like a special website. It is called the New York City Pass. So you'll have 52% of discount. So it is called the C3, where you can choose 3 activities, such as the Empire State Building, the Museum of the World Trade Center, like loads of activities that we just said in our video. And also you will see you have Fast Pass.
When you go to Statue of Liberty, so it's also in the City Pass, you will see it's overcrowded, really. So it opens at 9:30 in the morning and I think you should go at least half an hour before, otherwise you will wait.
What you can do for the shows, if you want to see a Broadway show, what we did was the last minute ticket and we paid like $20 less. So you should definitely go there and just take at the last minute your ticket.
You can't really choose your seats, but it's cheaper, so go for it.
We hope they had lovely days there in New York and